Now a second down throw for Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And some room to roam now. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 78 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
3-19! Looking to throw. Casey, that is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deion Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Going deep here for Taylor. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. For touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to give the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get two guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. throwing on first down. Casey on the screen. This is Coleman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Leopard! Here we go now.
Operating from the gun. Casey. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Casey is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Casey. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin with Henry, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had the punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Mariota, option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. To throw is Mariota. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Play fake. Casey. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Casey. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, Casey. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Casey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey. 4 down.
Coleman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
From the gun, Casey. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First down, Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Let's go.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Go ahead, let's go. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
Watch it now, Barney.
Off-play action. Casey. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Hopkins, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw. Casey. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Let's go.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mariota to throw it. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going.
And this is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. The pitch to Henry. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw Mariota. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Off the play fake. Casey staying on his feet. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A first down throw for Mariota. Goes underneath for Henry. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing, Mariota. Completes it to Davis. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Play fake. Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mariota on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Stevens. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The open man is Smith. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Vic Beasley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll come out in the pistol.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. One.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Easy. Good.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
One. 45, Mike, 45. One. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Mariota. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And all the way down to the 26. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for him. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Detroit! Gone! Detroit!
Back to throw. Casey. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
One.
From the gun, Mariota. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
One.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Flushed out right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Keep it rolling.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Keep it rolling.
Now Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevens. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's 4th down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Mariota to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Stevens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Mariota on the delay to Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevens. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping